So how is going to the gym preparing you to succeed in business? Stay tuned to learn more. Today's topic is kind of a fun one that I wanted to share with you through my own personal experiences and perspective. It is what I believe is the path that I'm currently on that will lead me to greatness in business and other aspects of my life. Now, if I am completely honest with myself, I must admit that I didn't like going to the gym, and exercising beyond playing sports was a complete waste of time. I remember I would attempt to go to the gym consistently 4 to 5 times a week for 3 months straight, and then I would completely fall off the tracks and relapse to my previous habits. Can you relate to this? And I remember growing up, I had a very high metabolism and eating whatever I wanted and drinking what seems to be endless amounts of pop, and I didn't even bat an eye. And this was especially easy to do because my parents owned a convenience store. Fast forward to now, some of these habits carried on forward, and I believe it's ingrained in my mind that I can never get fit. I can never get to the ideal weight, the muscle definition, the strength and stamina that my mind wishes to achieve. It was always a mindset that I had for myself, and I wasn't able to overcome this belief, or limiting one for that matter. It was not until about a year ago I told myself that this is the time that I will make it. I will finally get into shape, and I will achieve the ideal body type that I've so longed for. How I did it this time was different from the rest, and I believe it is these things that I'm about to share with you that is the difference from all the other times that I started and I failed. First thing I did was I self-reflected. I looked deep inside and communicated with myself what it was that caused me to give up so easily in the past. I looked for indicators of what was happening around me or within me when giving up was about to happen. I found out that I would give up when I felt bored with the activities that I was doing, or when the progress wasn't as fast or evident as my expectations believed it should be. Also, my mind and body was always in direct communication and conflict with each other, where my mind will try relentlessly to convince my body to not get in the car and start driving to the gym. My mind would also say things like, it's counterintuitive to go to the gym, Andy, because you went to work today already, you're tired, you'll get sore for the next few days if you go, and now you're going to the gym to spend more energy? For what? You won't see the results immediately anyways. And sometimes I believed my mind and this self-talk, and I succumbed to its persuasion, and this is why I failed the last time. To have a clear understanding of yourself is key here. You can now apply a solution to the problem because you now identify the problem. You also got to know yourself better in the process. And through this process, remember what I said to you from another previous video, clarity is power, and clarity allows you to take action. So now, every activity in business, I always love to self-reflect. I give myself time to rewatch the interactions between myself and others in my mind to identify areas that I can improve on next time. I constantly check my self-talk because I know my mind is always eavesdropping on it. So I want to make sure that positivity flows through my mind and my self-talk. The next thing I did differently from this time around was I properly set up expectations. I told myself that I wouldn't worry so much about eating or diet yet. Let's just focus on getting into the car and start driving to the gym. Through performing this activity and taking smaller steps and understanding that progress takes time, I trained my brain to have a lower resistance to my body in terms of fighting the urge of not wanting to go. And because this activity was too time consuming and difficult. And in business, I realized it's doing the little things that accumulates to the big things. And success doesn't always happen overnight, just like Rome wasn't built in one day. Also, I learned that what you did at work today doesn't necessarily equate to receiving something in return for that day's work. I learned the value of delayed gratification and developing a farmer's mentality as opposed to a hunter's mentality. I believe this is what commission sales prepared me for in business, and the sweetness that comes from the fruits of my labor, patience, and perseverance is definitely worth the wait, and I can guarantee you on that. Another thing that I did differently this time around was I understood that there was a way of making my exercise routine fun. It didn't have to be tedious and boring. It can be adventurous and exciting also. I adopted a workout routine for some of the pros that have done it before and achieved success that I want to aspire to have. They had a formula that I can follow and that worked. But the caveat here was that you had to follow it and do the work. You had to also have grit. You have to get over yourself and surrender your pride. It's not because you're not tall enough, you're not strong enough, or you didn't have the genes to build muscle. Everyone can build muscle. You just have to put in the work and do it the right way. And in business, how I can relate to this was someone can show you how to make $1 million. And then they even write a book about it. But ultimately, it's up to you to read it, follow it, and use the information that you've learned in applying it. Most people fail in businesses because they have all these great ideas, but they fail to execute. It's definitely okay to fail. There's a quote that I read, and it goes something like, if you didn't fail, did you even try? This quote really resonates with me till today. And lastly, what I did differently this time around was understanding the pain and pushing through it. There's two pains in life, the pain of regret and the pain of discipline. You make your choice. When working out and doing strength training, I would focus on my breathing for every rep. I wouldn't start counting my reps until it started to feel difficult and uncomfortable. This is when I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would try to give it my all till the very end. Try my best and leave everything on the gym floor. My tank would be empty at the end of the workout session, and it didn't matter. I did this because I knew the pain of regret far outweighs the pain of discipline. And mental toughness is what I needed to learn and build up. And in business, it taught me not so easily to give up, and it also trained me to turn a negative to a positive. It allowed me to have a much wider perspective, and it allowed me to be the best version of myself. I never thought of competing with others because I knew it was always me versus me. For those of you who are watching today, the 16 subscribers that I currently have, I want to tell you not to give up. You are special. You are limited edition. You are 1 out of 1, baby. You got into business because you wanted to take control of your life, take control of your schedule, and write your own paycheck. And even if this video only inspires 1 or 2 of you to go to the gym or exercise so you can take control of your health and create discipline for your habits, I already feel that it's worth it for me to make this video. I truly believe that if you master your habits will decide your future. Again, thanks for watching another video on EXP Unleashed. If you found this video valuable, please remember to hit that like button and hit the notification bell to be notified as soon as I upload my next new video. And remember to please subscribe. I really appreciate it as it tells me I'm continuing to provide you with value. And until next time, please remember to unleash your potential. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye for now.